It's fucking cold.
Y'all, I met the sweetest mom and daughter duo on the subway. The mom, Dallas, noticed the camera in my hand and asked me about it, and we actually ended up talking about vlogging and content creation and making art. Dallas actually makes music, so make sure y'all check her out at Dallas the Dove. I'm especially feeling the early 2000s neo-soul vibe of her track, Brownstone. Dallas, if you're watching this, it was so lovely to meet both of y'all.
Nice meeting you.
Nice to meet
Take
you.
care, baby. See you later.
Okay, see you. Sorry.
It's fucking cold. This is how much people love New York City. So many people are walking outside right now, going on about their daily lives like it's not 5 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm one of them. Kind of hungry though. I want to eat something before the exhibition so I can enjoy it. I have never been so happy to see this damn mess. See, I'm building. Oh my god. Come on, crosswalk. I'm inside. Across from the tickets. Okay. Where? Okay. Oh, hi! Okay. He was one of the
first like contemporary Black artist who, amongst his peers, was very unapologetic and intentional about including Black bodies, and obviously he emphasizes the Blackness. That was at a time when it wasn't trending. Black artists were discouraged from including or centering like the Black figure in this kind of self-agency way. And he also is known for portraying like Black figures in moments of leisure and like love and like joy, not like traumatic.
I appreciate this.
Yeah.
This is kind of like what I want to experience as a reader as well.
And I'm like, sometimes you just wake up and you have breakfast. and you're like, I'm going to be late to school because I didn't finish curling my hair out last night.
Well, you know what it sounds like?
Braid.
You know what it sounds like?
What?
You have to write these books.
That would be nice.
Hello?
I'd love to read them, so maybe...
You write them! It just see whose illustration you like. Go on Instagram, look up the hashtag Black illustrators. Look at the ones you like. Reach out and be like, hey, I plan on writing a children's book. Like, what's your rate? Let, pay them, self-publish it online. I can like help you pitch it to magazines. Like, you just write them. I found Jasmine, we reunited. We're trying to make it to flight into Egypt. Yes, so my last vlog, I was here and I was like, I'm trying to rush to see flight into Egypt. So I feel like that was part 2 again. I'm like, we're trying to rush to see flight into Egypt. There it is. There's a little arrow.
I'm like, all right.
I know, it's quite distracting in a good way. We made it. Oh my gosh, wait, keep reading that. Sorry, just ignore me, but stay there. That's such a good photo.
According to papers, the great queen was seated in a chair, her head drooping over her left shoulder.
This can't be. But you know what this is? What is it, book? The book of life. These were all Black people got down. This ain't none of my way. This is y'all everybody gonna know about this. We can change the history. Second section can change. Yeah.
Jade hiked her prices up. Yesterday's prices got today's price. Come It's Kara Walker. Did you go to it when she had the big sugar mammy in the domino factory? It was 2013. Yeah, 2015.
Good memory.
I'm walking down the domino sugar factory to make like luxury housing, and they commissioned her to do like a big piece in there. She's also a contemporary artist, and so she did a sphinx, but instead of like the traditional sphinx figure, she put like a mammy character, and so like, and then the features of the body have very like features that are associated with Black women. It was really interesting how people interacted with this. It was a huge structure, huge, all made out of sugar, like to represent also like transatlantic slave trade with trading of sugar. She also created like these small Black boys out of molasses. Because it was during the summer, everything's melting.
Oh my goodness.
I know, just look it up. It's so good. But her work makes people like really triggered, including a lot of Black people and women.
I can imagine.
So, Karen Davis is married to the late Noah Davis, who's also an artist, and his piece is out in another part. But yeah, she's also based in LA.
Come on.
I've learned all
on,
this in like
LA.
a year, like all this art stuff. I realized some of it I knew before, but yeah, there's so much LA representation here. I think Shani's also the braider. Because Shani does these like sculptural braids, but I think she also took this photo and she did it. Yeah, she did it. I wonder if this is the blue of George Washington colors. Do you think this is like the Egyptian blue? Oh, and there's performances in here. I love that. So she's like a contemporary performance artist, Rashida Bumbre, based in New York City. And I think they did that like a month or so ago. That was recent.
Love what the baby done to me. He took away my ATV. Now I'm on Barbie.
Mom. 3 minutes. We're closing. 3 minutes.
Dang. I tried. Child. I feel bad. Because I was late. Oh, come here. Okay.
Hey, Bobby.
Is it Beyonce? Yo, I was trying to learn this dance for so long.
It wasn't until you walked in that I realized they left enough room here for dancing.
Yes.
Okay, let's come back for part 2. Look, see, this is also Lauren Halsey right here.
Directly out to the Avenue exit. We open again on Thursday morning at 10 a.m. Thank you for visiting us and have a good evening.
We also have muffins if you like muffins. Danish?
I think we're okay for now.
Those, yes.
Y'all have whipped cream?
Yes, you want whipped cream? Yes.
I'll take a little as well. No, I'll take a little. No, I'm just
I was like, I'm not judging. Not this little ring. Girl!
I'm sorry, I turned him away with my joke. And he was willing to give you another spray. He said a little more.
For you.
But
He was confused.
Right, he thought it was you who was asking. He'll come back and give you some more. Do you want more?
It's okay.
It's right there on the counter. He didn't put it away yet.
What are we talking
Here's our toast to Black artists being featured while they're still alive in the Metropolitan Museum of Art.
Yeah.
Yes. Here's a toast to a ring of whipped cream. Just to taste.
Nice and yeah. So what's new?
Same thing every day.
Is that just like a black woman universal thing? Maybe Black American, like,
I guess so.
because it can mean so many things.
It really
could be like
can.
excitement, depending how we say it. Like, is that intonation?
Yeah.
Yeah, just like how we say it. Girl.
Did you see that Key and Peele sketch?
No.
Where they're dressed up and all he says, all his character says, no, all Jordan's character says is okay. And so Key is talking all this stuff about this man that she met, because his character's a woman, that she met, and he's all these things, and everything she says is talking about how that man is treating her so badly, but she's like not seeing it, and she's talking about it, and Jordan's like, girl, not girl, like, okay, it's like, okay, like trying to follow all these different intonations of okay, and then the man comes in, he's this fine man, okay. Like, they are so silly, but it was a whole conversation.
The clips like have aged so well, so good.
Yeah, but I don't fully feel it. You need another sprint.
No, I don't want to.
I know.
I'm not kidding. The fact that it was called
Right.
Mammy, but they said nah. Mammy's not
the
gonna
first
work.
pitch was they were like, how about if we take off?
You just see someone at the meeting like,
right.
Guys.
Stick with me, guys. Just stick with me. Everybody was like, yeah, okay.
But sometimes when white people do a little too well in those movies,
They start to take it on.
I don't know. I'm like, it's a little too good.
When they are playing a person that persecutes Black people.
A period piece especially.
Yeah. I would try to be led by the Spirit of God. I would be like, this seems like a great opportunity. How do you feel? Like, what's going on? Because maybe it's a great opportunity. Or maybe it's like,
Don't do it. But I'm saying, like, sometimes people are in stories and they just tell the story and make their impact.
Would you ladies like anything else?
No, I think we're good for the
Is it okay
chat.
if I get this out of your way?
Yes, of course. Thank you so much.
And you're almost done?
Yes, no, I'm good. Thank you so much.
¿Ahí tienen su librito o no?
Okay.
¿Mejor una apuntando? ¿Sí? Sus ventas. ¿Cuáles?
Oh, yes.
Beautiful. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Right now, my project.
Pass the chopstick.
It's almost done.
Oh, so exciting.
What did you say?
There's ramen?
Huh?
What is
You're capturing.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, so I feel like some people just get annoyed.
No, that was cool.
People are like, or they get like, I think they get a bit self-conscious. Even though it's not them doing it. But I'm going to live in Mexico City for 2 months after this. What?
So yeah, by the way, I am another country. Like right, going outside on Fridays. By the way, I'm going to live in Mexico.
There we go.
2 months. Just because something's happening.
So, the opportunity came up.
Effective when?
What?
Like right after this?
Mm-hmm.
Like literally.
One way here, one way there. Mm-hmm.
What's the deal? He's a Seattle guy too.
Because she's going to be traveling. So we're down. Because I could have stayed there when she was there, but she has someone staying, a friend staying in the other bedroom. So now I get her bedroom. It has a private bathroom.
This is Mexico. Or New Mexico. This is Mexico. So this is out of the
It's good. It was fun, yeah. What do you need?
Everyone I spoke to that's gone, they're like, oh my gosh. They were like, when I went, I considered moving here. I people love it. Hey everyone, so I wanted to come on here and first just talk to the camera. I haven't done this as much as I have wanted to. I realize I've done talking to the camera, I think This is my 5th vlog. I think I did it in the first, I've done it in the first 3 vlogs, so it's not that I've been avoiding it, but I didn't do it in the 4th vlog, and there were a few reasons for that, but the main reason was I believe I felt that I didn't have anything interesting enough or profound enough to say. I also think that I noticed that while editing my first 3 vlogs, I felt a bit insecure while editing those sections where I'm talking to camera. And I don't even think I really listened through everything I was saying when I was editing. So those clips where I'm talking to camera, I didn't edit. And I tried to excuse that not editing away by saying, oh, well, I'm just trying to work through my perfectionism and not get caught up in making, whatever I'm saying to camera sound perfect, or stress over trying to cut it in a way that I think would make me sound better or smarter or more eloquent, articulate, concise, blah, 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 blah. But I do think I just didn't think what I was saying was interesting, and I was kind of like embarrassed for myself. I didn't think that other people would think it was embarrassing. I was honestly like just judging myself, because I put up what I put up, right? So it was more so I was concerned with like what I would think of myself, even more so than like others. I am my biggest critic, like many perfectionists. And like many perfectionists, I've never gotten blatant feedback that, my talking to camera is horrid and that I need to stop. I've never gotten that kind of feedback. If anything, I've gotten feedback where people tell me like what I'm saying resonates with them. And I don't think that's the case for everyone, but that's fine. Like what I have to express resonates with, that's great, right? Everything is not for everybody. Everybody is not for everybody. At the same time, I just had to be real with myself, and there were moments throughout the week while I was filming this vlog that I was like, oh, I'm gonna talk to camera. I'm gonna, put the camera on the tripod and sit down just on the couch or sit on the bed, similarly to how a lot of vloggers or content creators that I really admire and look up to do. But I kept having excuses. Oh, I don't look great, or oh, I'm just gonna wait till like I'm in the right like mindset to just sit and talk. But I think I was just making excuses, and I just kept putting it off. And similarly to how I would make excuses for like why I, would film a bunch and not just make YouTube videos in the past, or why I would have these ideas for things that I wanted to write, and like not pitch them. I'm a journalist, by the way. I'm a working journalist. I've been a journalist for over 10 years. So that's why I bring up the writing. But I'm here and I'm talking to camera, and I'm really proud of myself. And now that I'm doing it, it doesn't seem that bad. Shocker, right? I'm on, and right now I'm just like leaning against a kitchen counter. Don't have the camera on a tripod. I'm holding it in my hand. Yeah, so I just want to say I'm proud of myself, and I hope that inspires you to pull the trigger and do the thing you have been avoiding doing because you've been beating yourself up that you won't do it well enough, or to your own sort of standard or expectation that you have in your head, right? I was telling Jasmine, who y'all saw earlier in the vlog at the Met. Actually, I don't know how I'm going to edit this, so you've either seen her or you're going to see her coming up in this vlog. But I was telling Jasmine, just this whole process of making YouTube videos has been so much fun for me. And that's not to say that it hasn't been challenging, but the challenges that I faced while making these YouTube videos, you know, from the conceptualizing of the idea to the filming to the editing to the posting to the promotion, it's been like challenges that I would rather have compared to the challenges I faced doing other things that I've pursued professionally. Like, I am pursuing YouTube as a professional. I would like this to be something that becomes economically like viable for me, because I believe my YouTube videos are of value and can be even of greater value, like as I improve on my video skills, my storytelling skills, and my on-camera skills. But also, I'm passionate about it. I'm passionate about inspiring people. I'm passionate about sharing my own experiences and being vulnerable so that I can inspire and motivate people to perhaps see the world differently, or see themselves differently, or to consider a new perspective. There's a James Baldwin quote that speaks to how, as a writer, that was his aim. He felt that as a writer, he could change the world, because if his writing was good enough, he could convince just one reader to see the world differently. And a shift in perspective or mindset or outlook is all it takes to change the world. And I agree with that. And I know I've been successful in doing that with writing, but there are many elements to writing that don't align with like my personal values. And I've realized that now, 10 years into it, but also journalism industry has changed so much from when I wanted to enter it. You know, a lot of the things that inspired me and motivated me to pursue journalism like don't even exist anymore. You know what I mean? Like the Black culture and Black music magazines that hooked me and had me wanting to write the kind of stories that I was reading, like they don't even exist anymore. But anyway, I've also evolved, the industry's evolved, the profession has evolved, and I've just learned certain things, and I realized like I've never been one, like for better and for worse, depending on how, you know, how I'm feeling on the day. For better or worse, I've never been the kind of person that can just like stick something out, or that has an easy time like sticking something out that doesn't feel aligned with like my interest or my passion. And so I'm always going to be a journalist. I'm always going to be a writer, I think, but I'm just not like a solitude kind of person. I'm someone that I have a lot of ideas. Like I'm an idea gusher, which I realized after taking a few aptitude tests. And I want to talk about that whole process, I think, like in another vlog. But just something like the fact that being an idea gusher was considered a strength in all of these different aptitude tests I took really had me reconsider all of the strengths and skill sets that come naturally to me that I haven't even recognized or acknowledged or considered to be strengths, and therefore I've taken them for granted, or taking them for granted. It's like, no, these are skill sets and strengths that come easy to me, and I do I like pursuing something and working hard to have that journey of just like improvement, but I don't like working hard for the sake of working hard. And I don't feel that I should have to work hard when, you know, we see certain other identities and groups like not doing half as much and getting twice or 3 times or 10 times as far. Like, no, as a Black woman, I'm not gonna like sit here and grind myself to the dang bone just because there's some sentiment that working hard is like a value that everyone should have, and hard work ethic and, you know, is just like a value. I want to live a life of ease, especially considering how Black women's bodies are just exponentially, disproportionately weathered regardless of our background, economical status. Like, the math just isn't mathing for the whole strong Black woman, you know, persona, the hyper independent for the sake of it persona, the mule, the janitor, the magical Negro. Like, no. Oh. Another insecurity I have about talking to camera is the tangential nature of my communication style. But, you know, like, that is something that I'm working through and like figuring out like what are the benefits of my tangents, if any. What are the ways that I can revise that or tweak it or work on it, and by it I mean these tangents, in a way so that it enhances my storytelling, right? I don't know. I'll only know by talking to camera and by experiencing the thing. So in this case, the tangent, and then like working through it, as opposed to just having it be this big, bad, scary thing in my head that I beat myself up about and like avoid pursuing my passions and potential like opportunities of all kinds, including financial opportunities, just because I'm like, oh, she goes on tangents. Child, the people I watch, I am like a micro content creator girly, in the sense that like some of the vloggers who I watch, like a lot of them started in the pandemic, and they've grown, but they don't have like millions of followers. But I've seen the growth. And are they like the most perfect, flawless YouTuber? No, but that's like what I love about them. And I'm gonna list some of them. I'll put their names on the screen and you can pause, because I highly suggest you checking them out. Like, what I do is I'll go onto their pages and I'll look at their old videos and I'll look at their most popular videos, just as a way of like motivating myself, because I'm like, ooh, yeah, I love their new videos, but like, let me see how they started and how different they were. And every person, like the style and quality and approach of their videos and like their videos are so different from where they are now. And it's only been like 4 years. 4 years is not a long time. And so it's just so inspiring and motivating. And the old videos, like, they're still charming and appealing to me. They're not bad. It's because I think the essence of who they are like really resonates with me. And seeing their growth and their journey it's a really just beautiful thing to see, I think, as a creative, as a creator, as someone who just has a natural affinity and just like attraction to and talent for, I would say, creating things from scratch. Like, literally from scratch, like writing things and then having them published and then having those things being read by other people and then those blooming and sprouting other things in the world by, again, getting people to think about things differently. That's why I love getting feedback on the things I put out into the world, including my writing, but also YouTube videos. So maybe leave a comment if you feel called to do so, or like this video, subscribe even. But I'm so glad I'm so glad I came on here. I'm a bit tired. I have been going to bed on the later side for a host of reasons, which sucks because I've been trying. I started off the holiday season like going to bed at decent hours, and it gets hard when you're traveling and you're walking a lot more in New York City. You want to spend time with family, which involves sometimes like staying out later, going to dinner, and then you got to commute back to where you're staying if it's not, in a particular neighborhood. But I'm glad I came on. I feel like this really just like broke the seal. I'm feeling already so much more confident for the next time I'm going to come on camera and talk to the camera. What time is it? It's 11:27 p.m., but it feels so much later. I did not get much sleep, and I was up early because I was on deadline for an article for Forbes magazine. But yeah, hopefully this made sense. I think it did. Or not like hopefully it made sense. I know it made sense, but was it like the clearest? I don't know. It definitely wasn't the most like direct point A to point B. But my hope is not even that it was like perfect. My hope is that this is of value and of service to just one person watching this. And what I said, whether it's the whole thing, whether it's like a sentence or a phrase, I hope it puts you on a path of progression and advancement, regardless to what it is. It doesn't have to be for something professional. It can be for something personal. It can just be like one of many baby steps that you need to take in the direction of a place or just in a direction that you've been wanting to go and just haven't yet for whatever reason. I hope this is that last gust of wind behind your back, beneath your feet that you need. Good night. What does that mean? like, what the fuck are you doing? I was like, why are you knocking on wood? It doesn't work that way.
We were just talking about this yesterday. That's where the
dumb
comes from. Figured no one's not.